Jet! Guys, welcome back. This is the Dirt Tricks Arm Fantasy Group for 2025. I'm here with Zach Martinez, CEO, SEO, the best in the planet when it comes to sprocket manufacturing here at Dirt Tricks. He's a guy that you need to talk to if you want to hear some horrible picks. I am Clint, that is largely responsible for everything social media. And welcome, guys, to our group. So if you guys want to join in, lock in on Arm Fantasy, armfantasysx.com. Search groups, Dirt Tricks, one word.
Oh, wait, this is my wolf hat.
Yeah,
Dirt Tricks right here.
No spaces. Join the group. We're locking it at 10. Round 10, it gets locked. And that means you cannot jump in after that.
Nope.
And right now we're sitting at 103 people. We need 97 more to be happy.
We need to get over 200 this year.
Yeah, and you guys have been telling your friends, I could tell, because we shot it from 60 to 103 real quick, so appreciate that.
Yep.
But we're going to keep this sail in the wind and keep moving forward.
Unlike
here.
Jet.
Unlike Jet, who's going to be sitting on the couch playing PS5 for a few weeks. What the heck you doing, man? He dabs a foot and out for the rest of the season. For dabbing a foot, at least Eli had some cool jump he went off of. And then you could see in the camera the little, just broken ACL. Jet dabs a foot like a C-class rider and he's out.
50 miles an hour, dabbing a foot's never good. And that was a total shock, too. Clint and I, again, were texting back and forth. And let's go before that. Let's go Moto 1, Moto 2. First Triple Crown did not disappoint, not one bit. Every single race had something different. What I thought the most interesting part about the first two races before Jet got hurt was that Jet was running second place each race, both great starts, to two different people that he lost to, Webb and Roxon.
True.
And I thought that was
Yamaha.
Yamaha, and again Suzuki. In my mind when I was watching that race, I just thought Jet did not have it. There's no way he loses against either one of those guys last year. Either one of them, and he is in second place, just kind of doing his thing.
I can't.
Two great starts, and what happens Moto 3? And we've always talked about it. Obviously all the riders hate having three starts in a row. Anything could happen, like they always say, and everything did happen.
Everything does happen,
and
literally everything.
And now, unfortunately, we were talking about it last week. We wanted to keep everyone healthy. The number one fan here is just bumming.
I'm boiled. Like, if you've ever put a crab in water and then turn on the boil and it turned red, that's your guy right now.
He's cooked, man. And Jet's cooked. He's totally cooked. That's it. Man, what a flipping turn an event.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you. I'm trying to put the emotions aside here and be completely honest. That was one of the better Triple Crowns in a minute, just because you could, there's been Triple Crowns in the past, right, where it's it's just a redo of that moto again.
My heart was racing every single moto.
Even 250 also. It was so good.
Yeah.
Where you're just
Cole Davies looked like he had it 1-1 first two motos.
Bomer, I'm starting to be a big fan of Bomer just because did you see down first corner? Down first corner, yeah. I don't know if he did his front tire change or they needed a front. I don't know what they did.
Dude, I just think he was amped up.
I think he was pushing that front end way too hard.
Yeah, dude, it's just every single race in this Triple Crown form is sweet. And like you said, we've been treated to some duds as of late, as talking about last year. But dude, this did not disappoint. Unfortunately, it came at Jet's expense, though.
Unfortunately.
And fortunately for the rest of the pack. But in all honesty, it didn't seem like this year was going to be the year where obviously Jet was going to run away. We hadn't seen it yet, and we didn't see it the first two motos. It just was, dude, people were talking about Jeremy McGrath's record at the beginning of the year.
I know.
He's just going to go, is this the first time someone's going to go perfect in Supercross?
Right. It was like a possibility.
Yeah.
And then, no.
It didn't even look anything resembling dominance. And unfortunately, Jet dabs, torn ACL, torn meniscus. That's a big one. ACLs are now dime a dozen, so they'll get that thing fixed up right. But it does suck for the
The
kid.
healing time is what's going to really affect him. And a lot of people are saying, no, he won't be ready for motocross. And he and his publicist is saying, yeah, actually ready for motocross. We'll see.
I don't know.
That's a lot of healing. But he is young. He's a young buck, and that luckily is on his side. And but man, what
we wish him well.
Weekend. And so let's kind of get out of the jet thing, because every moto podcast channel is going to be talking about jet, and I just don't want to do that. Let's talk about something that actually happened that is just mind-boggling. Freaking Justin Hill,
6th place,
beating out Jason Anderson, Aaron Plessinger, Justin Cooper,
Malcolm.
Those are 4 factory riders for a Team Tedder bike. KTM, largely production stuff you could buy off the rack. I mean, okay, his suspension's probably, planetary awesome, but everything else is pretty much you could buy off a website, .com.
It did, and he had an interview with Gypsy Tales at the beginning of the season. We kind of talked about it, that precursor, that he's going to be one of those guys to look out for, and the guy is showing speed. He's the only one, or the first one, I should say, that's doing these big quads in these races. I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy jumps this year so far, and it seems like Jay Hill's the first guy that jumps every single one. So he's taking a page out of his brother's book and just like jumping the moon. And man, it's awesome to see. Does he land the Honda spot? We were talking about this earlier.
Yep. So that was kind of one of my next bulletins. There is who is gonna fill in for Jet, guys, because this is a real topic here. This is something that you'll see every manufacturer do when they lose one of their top guys. I did hear a little bird say that Hymus would do 450 West and then 250 East.
Oh, that'd be pretty rad.
But that, to me, doesn't make sense, and they would still have an empty bike seat every East round, which doesn't make sense. So we'll see, I guess.
Maybe a young gun like Parker Ross or something like this that's done well. He's on the SLR Honda team. They do get factory support from those guys, so I'm sure he's brushing out, shoulders with these dudes. He's showing promise on the 250. Someone to at least put that bike in the mains, I think, is probably the goal. But if they want something a little better than that, I think they go Jay Hill.
I think they go Jay Hill. And so that is the caption contest this week, guys. Down in the comments here on YouTube, go ahead and drop it down below. We want to hear your prediction of who is going to be filling in that Honda red seat ride for the rest of the year, or until who knows what happens. But, boy, I could tell you right now, I'd really hate to see Freezy get the seat. I don't think he would.
No way.
Freezy,
no. They won't. Maybe I was gonna say Ando, but I think Hunter and Jet.
Even my son, he goes, yeah. What if they call in Christian Craig? Because Craig gets a lot of call-ins. Like he did the Husqvarna, he did the Yamaha.
He's got connects with Honda.
Yeah, so
Geico Honda.
Would we see Craig all of a sudden in a red suit apparatus thing? I don't know.
Maybe we see Reedy come back.
No. Dude, can you imagine? That would him and Billy Leninovich would be battling for 21st.
That would still be rad.
They would still be rad, I guess.
I bet Chatty can put it in the main.
Really? Still?
Dude, yeah. Chad, if you're listening, drop a comment below. I think you could.
Chad.
I think you could. I mean, he's hanging around the pits. He's got the kids now racing.
CR22.
Yeah, and he's familiar. Back in the 2.2 Motorsports days, he was on that Honda.
That's what I was going to say. It was like 2010, 11?
Yeah, I think it was the year that he did that. Remember the Indo rhythm section?
Oh.
Super rutted out. I want to say it was like San Diego or something like that.
I was thinking the Chatapult in my head.
No, it's Supercross when he was just lighting the world on fire, and he goes and tears his ACL, similar to Jet. Goes over the bars, the bike kind of gets wrapped up, and man.
These just ACLs, man. It's just...
You dab a foot at that speed, what do you expect's going to happen? Something's going to give.
Mm-hmm. And ACLs give.
And ACLs give. They do give. And, dude, the guy, like you said, I hate to keep saying it, but Jet has been pretty much invincible the whole start of his career. This is his first kind of...
real taste of it. So the last one I remember was him 250 class, debut, going straight Indonesia into the face of a jump.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly. But he didn't get very hurt. Right? I mean, so that's the thing.
No, it KO'd him, but I think that was...
No surgeries, nothing like that. I think this is his first, and at least since we've been watching.
I'm excited, obviously.
You think they do fill it, though?
I think...
On your scale of what's your percentage-wise if Honda fills this spot?
92.38.
Wow.
For
okay. I say it's more like 60-40. 60 being they fill at 40, they don't.
Not 6,040?
Not 6,040.
Because that's what I would agree with.
I think Jet comes in with a wheelchair.
So this is what I know
and
about.
he just
about
signs autographs and keep them up.
This is what I know about factory teams and when they have an empty seat. It is literally the worst thing for sponsors, for the brand in general, for filling booth space at events, for ticket sales. I mean, you name it, right? And model sales. So, for instance, just to kind of bring you guys back to a time when you literally almost never saw a pro either get hurt, or if they did, then you would automatically see another huge name on their bike. That is because the money that the sponsorships that pay those factory teams, so Yoshimir is paying Honda.
And maybe it is a stipulation for those guys that are saying, hey,
we need a
this
rider.
is a two-rider sponsorship.
And not only that, but they have a mechanic who's on. A lot of these guys are on salary. They don't head home.
That's a great point.
So these mechanics, truck drivers, nutritionalists, like these guys are on staff 24/7 to these guys, and they are paid salary to be working these positions. And just because Jet gets hurt, they don't lose their jobs. Like it keeps going. So
honestly,
so they're feeling
they're
right now. I bet you a Honda is making a lot of phone calls right now.
Okay, wow, I mean, I wasn't looking at it that way. The way I was personally looking at it is like, whoever they bring in is obviously going to be that doesn't even hold the jock strap of Jet Lawrence as far as fans that are coming in, people that are watching. So maybe they just all just say, hey, that number one sits still underneath the tent, and we just kind of leave it at that. Let the ghost of Jet kind of still keep people around.
They do. He'll be sitting there with
that bike will still be there
with the air cast on, and he'll be signing autographs and handing out Jets and donuts and stuff like that. But
maybe Jay Hill's underneath there, just kind of keeping that bike go.
I would love let's talk about that for a second. How amazing! So when was the last time we saw Jay Hill on a factory ride? Was it Yamaha? I know my brain always wants to mix up him and his brother.
Wasn't he on Suzuki for a little bit?
Yes.
Dude, it was Suzuki. I'm pretty sure it was factory Suzuki.
Yeah, and it was like a very brief fill-in for someone.
Yeah. And
maybe like a Pike or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Something like that. And so maybe he comes in, dude. He's obviously proven it. And
fast.
Yeah, no slight to Team Tedder, but obviously if you're getting a deal from HRC, he's got to take it.
It's a money thing.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't, I mean, other than Tedder would be like,
what am I supposed to do, right?
Probably one of the worst phone calls you could ever get as Team Tedder.
Right.
And you have all this money into big rigs. Again, same thing all over again that I just mentioned, right? Big rigs, drivers, mechanics, all these things that Tedder has. And I don't think they have anyone.
Maybe they call again, right? Like that. It's a kind of a trickle-down effect. Hale goes to Team HRC. Maybe someone like
his brother.
I mean, maybe Josh comes in, right?
Josh he raced WSX and he did pretty decent.
That's true. Maybe Josh comes in for Team Tedder.
He's more of a Yamaha guy.
Keep it in the family, right? Yeah, I mean, those are all great points, Clint. I think either way, it's going to be a shakeup. It's going to be a surprise because the number one isn't going to be out there, but someone holding the flag for factory Honda is going to be something pretty neat to see. I hope to see it. Hopefully they do it soon. Because, like you said, all these guys are still on staff, and they don't have anyone out there. So, Jet's eating his donuts at home. But, man.
Hopefully not too many.
Yeah.
He's got to keep that grillish figure. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the group real quick, guys. So as I mentioned, 103 in the group, and congratulations to our top three. We got Underground Moto 424.
Still in there.
Top steps. So he's like 700 something in all of Rocky Mountain.
He was top 100 for a little bit. So Underground keep holding the flag for dirt tricks because he need to get up there. He's
currently sitting 213 points. Second place, we got T Swizzle coming with 202 points.
Okay, nice T Swizzle.
And then so this new cat here popped up into our podium spots.
Oh.
Can't Ride 97, the highest score of the whole group. So I think he was kind of probably down by us, somewhere in the 20s and 30s.
Okay.
Had a good run.
How many points did he get?
80 points.
Whoa.
80 points. And with the
wow,
the parity that was in last weekend's race with the different winners and Chase getting it with a 3-3. What did he get?
So he must have got the top 4 correct or pretty damn near.
So
because he obviously didn't pick Jet for 8th because that's who the wild card pick was last week was 8th. I would not expect anyone to do that.
But he got 4 when I looked. He got 4 out of the 6 correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what was his name again?
Can't Ride 97.
Hey man, you can't ride, but you could definitely pick.
100
good job on
and
that.
Ironically enough, 197 points in the group right now.
Cool.
Brings him to 3rd. So yeah, congratulations, Can't Ride 97, and that is where now, guys, we're going to go into a section where we talk to Wheezy girl.
Oh, we're getting Wheezy on the chat. Okay, sweet. I'll give him a holler. I know he's currently traveling, but hopefully he gives us a little time because we did talk about him last week.
Yep.
And we want to hear his opinion. His opinion is always a riot.
It's always a riot.
And so hopefully you got the bleep.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
all right,
we got the.
All right, so no Wheezy. Here we go.
I have a bone to pick with him about his comments.
Oh, did he throw some nasty comments on our
It's
YouTube?
not so much that they're nasty. It's just like, where do you even get off?
Perfect.
Noah Wheezy on the line. Welcome.
You're there.
Hello?
He's live.
Oh, there he is.
Live from Canada.
Canada.
Where you at? Montreal?
Quebec.
We're little Canada. Seattle to Canada.
Perfect.
In the Elon Musk whip.
Perfect.
Ooh, your cuz Zach. He's really big into the Elon Musk's, of the future.
Oh yeah.
He can't wait for that Tesla dirt bike.
It's coming out on here pretty soon.
Cutting them Fed jobs. I knew it. I knew it to be true.
So no Easy, just take us in. What did you think about last week?
Well, first let's talk about that bone pick.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys forgot my man Levi Kitchen's name.
That's right, and that's what.
That's what we were talking about.
And this is what I have to talk to this guy about because, you almost came off a little bit to Will Smith about it. In my
Oh.
and I want to know, what are you thinking coming into our house talking about Levi when this guy gets a bad little cold and has to go to the other coast to go race because he's scared of the Deegs?
From what I understand, I think it was bottle flu.
It wasn't even like COVID or anything. Cool.
It's all theatrics. It was all part of the plan. You guys talking about him. Deegs planted him to be sick like this. It's all part of the Deegan plan.
Now, did you see the comment that Deegan left on Levi's post? Like, seriously, dude? When he was like, unfortunately, I got to go East Coast.
Yeah.
Deegan goes, seriously, dude?
Yeah, he should have raced. Michael Jordan's out there winning championship when he's got the truth.
And honestly, I think if Kitchen would have raced, from what we've seen out of Deegan, I mean, obviously he won this week, but not very. I mean, this guy hasn't been lighting the world on fire. So Kitchen probably could have held his own. I feel like that could have been a badass battle.
You got Shimoda out there with -2 fingers. You got everybody out there battling injuries. You got to put the boots on and race.
I agree, 100%. No easy.
And then
no easy knows
too. But is there something going on at Kawasaki's tent? Like, first we have this issue with Levi getting a little cold and having to switch coast, and then we talk about our guy Masterpool comes over and just flat bottoms a jump, like dismounts a bike and flat bottoms a jump,
breaks his hand. Right
is there
away.
something going? Noah, I need to know, Mr. Wheezy. Is there something going on at the Kawasaki tent?
Man, I think there might be some bad blood forming.
I think so too. I think it's frothing.
And you bring Masterpool over, you kind of take away his championship.
You bring Adams over, you take away his championship.
Like, what are we doing here? We trying to sell bikes? I don't know. It worked for Dirt Tricks. They bought a Cowie.
That's true.
It is true. That is true. I think Mitch had a big reason
something to do with
that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But the problem is like Noah's saying, I mean, as far as that goes, is this Cowie whole deal is hey, I've taken away 2 championships, and I feel like karma kind of got him because both riders are now back out again.
Right.
Adams is gone, Masterpool's gone,
Yep.
Kitchen's now back on East, which we'll see this weekend.
Yeah.
But it seems like every single effort that they try to get someone on that bike, they just got hurt.
Well,
so it was kind of like, ooh.
Kawasaki's not doing too good, period, this year. I mean, we got Prado that's just a no-show.
Yeah, he's done.
And then Anderson came out and rode at San Diego and then decided to hang up the boots, apparently, because I didn't see him at all last week.
I think he just started up Team Fried again and, hitting that little Cheech and Chong a little too much.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's
but
possible.
I mean, that might be his move right now.
Yeah, this East Coast is going to be pretty stacked, though. It's going to be a good.
So we
good
got.
showing.
Who stands out to you, Noah, other than Levi as being a top contender on the East Coast this year?
It's got to be our guy Faulkner, right? No easy. What are you thinking about that? The new Triumph guy. I mean, you got Jordan Smith out there.
Triumph?
Yeah.
They talk about the Triumph having more power than the Star Racing bike.
And that's pretty incredible.
Like them guys are putting it down, and maybe that's all Faulkner needed was to get away from the green tent.
Do we see anything coming from the Hampshire camp?
Well, I mean, he is champion, so.
Yep, I think I'd like to see it. And then what about the? Isn't it Wackadoo still there?
Yep, Wackadoo still on East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he keeps everything tucked in where it's supposed to be, he might be all right.
Sackadoo. Love the Sackadoo. Okay, so
the old seat burn.
the old the gripper seat burn.
The grip it and rip it?
Yeah, dude. Hey, does a bear shit woods? That's what we need to know.
A pig's ass is pork.
That's right. Is a pig's ass pork. That a boy.
We got a clip of a bear shitting in the woods.
Yeah, we should play that.
We should play that, yeah, by the way.
Does a bear shit in the woods? No, but no one does. I need someone come hold my hand.
No Weezy's little call sign. I wonder if he ever did get that lending hand.
So I heard he wasn't even like 2 feet off the trail and just decided to.
Homeboy just pulls it right down. And
just
the
to drop a squat.
Tree's not even wider than his butt, so his whole butt's hanging out.
Again?
So take every pick that he does with a grain of salt, because this is the type of human being we're talking about.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Okay, we're in the middle of nowhere in Idaho, and that food Dirt Tricks fed me it wasn't doing it.
It was that El Pastor, wasn't it?
Oh, Greg
El
loves that El
Pastor.
Pastor.
Oh,
I think it was the all the salt from the hot springs.
Oh, yeah. The mineral water.
It'll loosen you up for sure.
Give yourself a nice
cleanse.
Okay.
So in closing here, Noah, I need your picks for this weekend. Your 1st through 5th and your wild card. What do you got, dude?
This is premier class.
Premier class. I gotta go with the front end tuck.
Oh, you going Sexton?
Wow.
I gotta go Tomac's gotta get a start, my man. He is fast, he's good, but he can't come from the back like that and expect good results.
True. Classic. That's a great pick.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I'm looking at my picks right now, and I'm even second guessing putting Tomac in second. But I got Sexton, Tomac. I liked what I saw from Webb last week.
Yeah.
I like that he gets out front, and I like that he's not afraid of big bars with these big names.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to go out there early, and you got to go Roxon in 4th.
Okay.
And I think you got to go with the foreigner, Hunter Lawrence, in 5th.
Yeah. He's the only guy under the tent.
I was gonna say, so that's basically the same thing what went down last weekend. You're just kind of you mix between the Coop, Eli, Ken. You kind of mix those up a little bit.
I did. Ken passing Barsha last lap kind of.
That was a good thing for me. That was a really good thing.
Yeah.
It was bad for me. So you know what? I'm kind of mad at him right now, but I'm happy for him.
What did you have Tomac in 3rd then? Because that's what that was coming down to right there.
I did. I had Tomac in 3rd, and then I had Ken in 4th.
Oof.
Yeah.
I got who I got in 15th, dude. I got to go with the Beta Boy.
They always say football's a game.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
The Beta Boys?
I think
Benny?
I think Mr. Benny and the Jets. I think he's about that 15th rung on the ladder. I think that's about right.
Yeah.
Him and McElrath seem to be battling for that 12 to 15.
Kind of good to see Shane up there, getting, hey, Donald Trump, you're fired. And then all of a sudden he goes up, picks up a Cowie, then switches to Honda, and he's doing all right, dude. He's beating them Suzuki boys on Twisted Tea.
Yeah, he is.
No.
I got to ask you guys a question, though. Do you see how many people you got in the group now?
103.
Oh, so we cracked 100.
Hey, did you see the last guy on the list?
Yeah, I did. It looked familiar.
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good old Mike. He's back.
It's always Mike.
It's always Mike.
Mike.
Mr. Oxard.
Yeah, Mike Ox.
That's actually the baby mama, dude. She's playing.
Oh, good. You got baby mama going. Does that mean you got another one in the oven?
Oh, I'm not sure yet.
Oh.
TBD.
TBD for next week.
Currently, No Easy lives in Washington, but he's going across the border. So maybe he's trying to flee from his.
Are we going north or south?
He's going in the north border.
Going north, and ice is not up here, so it's good.
51st state.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're gonna add you.
Oh shoot! Well, No Easy, it was a pleasure having you on. It's gonna be curious to see you next week and figure out if those picks really worked out. They are pretty similar to mine, so I think he's got a shot.
Yep. Well, I think you're way off. I think you need to put Ken up higher. I mean, no one's showing consistency and speed.
And starts for sure.
Yeah, than Ken. But I look forward to you being wrong, sir.
It's just a little bit before he fakes an injury too.
Fakes an injury. Ouch. Jet, I know you're watching.
May.
Hey, that's good talking to you, Dirty Tricks.
Hey.
Dirty Tricks.
Hey, drive safe, okay? See you next week, No Easy.
Good luck with your picks, y'all.
You're no easy guy, man. I don't know. I expected something different. I expected him.
He's in the car, so you can't really get too rowdy, I feel like. But he had
yeah.
some great points. He really did.
He does have a good point. But I am very interested to see where Levi comes off. I mean, he's obviously fast, and one of the things I've always liked about Levi's riding is he's not a big flare, whipping it everywhere kind of guy. He's just kind of.
You like that?
I do.
It sounds like it's
like
not very exciting.
Like if everyone rode like Barsha, that would be like one of the craziest, like
sickest
sports ever.
It would be.
You know,
Tomac too. If everyone rode like Tomac, geez.
Tomac just rides clean and low.
Just clean and badass.
Just clean and badass.
What's low?
Like it stays low and it jumps. Like he doesn't even like get major pop off things. Just
yeah. Oh my. His picks were pretty rad too. I mean, No Easy. He's got, like I said, I mean, they're pretty close to mine. There's a few little variants, but the guy's got some insight. He's got some friends in high places, so and some friends in some really low places too. So, well, dude, I don't know. It's crazy. Let's kind of get into this because, like we've kind of started with, these 3 races were insane.
They were insane.
Tomac could not get a start to save his life the first 2 races. I mean, just like, dude, can you start any worse? That's what he decided. He's like, I'm just going to make this hard on myself. I'm just going to make it super hard on myself. And instead of, going down the first corner this time, I'm just going to get last off the start every single time.
Every time.
And he was gunning. He was. That first win that Webb got, obviously on Moto 1, that was kind of the Webb I've been looking for this whole
year
series. Yeah, he's back. He's honestly,
I
think he's back.
So do you think that's what it is? Like he's done with that little like paddock flu that we're talking about. He's got that out of his system, and now he's.
I watched the press conference after. It sounded like he's been dealing with some type of injury that he couldn't say.
He can't even talk about. Did you? Yeah, you did hear that.
Yeah, what was that? I don't understand what the injury is, but he contractually he can't say anything.
And if they do, they're gonna dock his pay. Like, how gnarly is that where you're injured and they're like, you cannot mention that or we're going to dock your pay?
Well, this is kind of what it seems like to me. And to me, it's...
I wonder if it's hepatitis.
HIV. No, what I think is he was probably going through some type of contractual negotiations and he didn't necessarily acknowledge or tell the team like, hey, I am dealing with something.
Right.
And they signed him for another year, maybe some more guaranteed money of some sort. Juicy. And they said, okay, hey, now that we know this, we signed you. You better not go tell everyone that that's an excuse as to you why you're not winning.
Yeah, like think of all the sponsors.
Right.
We would have liked to know that before we.
Exactly. Yeah. So to me, that's what it seems like. It seems like, hey, me and you were negotiating. I knew I had an injury, but I didn't say it. I didn't disclose it. You signed me. Then it comes to light that, hey, actually Webb is hurt. You didn't tell us anything.
Right.
You better not make that an excuse for any of these sponsors because we got them all signed up, getting them all amped for you, right? Let's think of a company like Fly, who's his new gear brand.
Yeah.
Those guys would have been...
It's weird not seeing him in Thor gear.
It is strange. He actually looks pretty good in Fly, though.
No, I mean, come on, let's talk about Fly, WPS.
Yeah, WPS.
They make awesome stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to WPS for, stocking us and making... this show possible.
Yeah,
honestly,
if you guys own a dirt bike store and you use WPS as one of your parts suppliers, we're available.
Check us out.
We're in your catalog.
But dude, Webb is back. He can't say his injury, but the dude is now got the got the confidence, and every single rider, Webb, Roxon, Tomac, Sexton, all those guys think they could win right now. Jet going out, I think they all think that, this is mine for the taking, because Tomac's riding like a graped ape. Mm-hmm. And at any moment, it looks like he can just explode into a ball of flames because, dude, that guy is just pushing this motorcycle everywhere.
We should actually send that to him like, hey, this is your nickname. You're the Grape Ape.
Because
I hate how much Ricky's throwing out that beast mode word now.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's just going beast mode.
There's the beast mode. Yeah.
Dude, you're talking about.
I think Grape Ape is better, right?
Grape Ape is so sick.
Because the guy is like, for freaking riding like a Grape Ape. That Moto 2 that Roxon wins, he was gunning. I mean, he almost caught Jet, but him and Sexton were kind of going back and forth a little bit. And Tomac just tries to send one of those quads and lands completely on his nards.
Dude.
Dude, he won't say it, but I know that thing just smashed.
That's smarted.
And he just rode the rest of that main like, I'm gonna go throw up or something. But dude, the guy is riding like a Grape Ape. Roxon looks obviously fantastic. Your boy,
Kenny.
you must be just over the moon for this guy.
Tell you what, man, Kenny's got me so happy. And what I'm doing in the meantime, guys, I'm pulling up your Dirt Tricks comments on the last video because there was a good one. But, dude, Kenny right now, I think the only thing that Kenny needs to do is just keep being Kenny. I think he doesn't need to do anything special. I think his gate starts are consistent 1 through 5.
Yep.
I think he just needs to hang in there and just keep his speed. Don't try to do anything stupid, just... He's a veteran. He knows what to do. I don't even have to tell him what to do. The guy knows what to do better than I know what to do. I'm telling you right now, this could, if we see a healthy Roxon, if we see a healthy, I'm praying for a healthy. I want to see a healthy Eli finish the season, and then a Sexton, Coop. Like, let's just take our top 5, even H-Law. Okay, like those guys. It'd be really cool to see a healthy of those 5 guys finish out a season and just let's see where these the dominoes where they stack
where
up.
they all stack up and where the cards fall. But
where the cards fall.
I think this is the first season where we could honestly say Jet going out doesn't ruin the season, right? Like, it seems like if Jet would have gone out in any other season, we'd have been like, oh, it's Tomac's race. Or, it's Tomac's series to lose. It's Sexton's series to lose. I feel like I saw it, Roxon, Webb, Tomac. Who am I missing there? Sexton. Dude, any of those guys are gonna win. Like,
when is Hunter all of a sudden gonna get the broomstick out of his behind and start riding? Because I know he's faster than this. He did it last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's only him now. This is it. Time to put up or shut up, bud.
Yeah. All right. Going to the comments from last week's video where we talked about the brand new Kawasaki that's dropping, the 2-stroke. We heard you.
Fingers crossed. It's a 300.
We heard you. And crossed. A lot of people, so one of them says KDX 300. This is from James Wampler 3135, or it's James Swampler. Either way you can read it. He said KDX 300. I would buy one today.
Perfect.
So he's one of the high-rated comments there. And then the other one comes from Yukon John. Says they would be smart to make it bigger than 300cc. But a 350 could be confused with a Euro 4-stroke. So maybe a 330 has a nice ring to it.
Wow.
The KDX was the best KDX too, was a 220. I would own it with a 320 as well, but a 380 would be amazing. So he's saying like we need a better, like almost like a Kawasaki specific engine size.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a 380. KTM did a 380 back in the late 90s, but
that would be rad. I mean, like we said,
that's a straight open class weapon.
The stoke level would be anything above a 300, it sounds like. Even if, like we said, a 250, but anything open class related is going to be, the stoke level is going to be way up. So,
thank you. Yeah,
come on,
but anyways,
it's got to come out soon.
Just give us something, Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Like a shot of a
Hershey Mao, John. Like, just tell us something in the comments. Like, hey,
what did that say? What did you just
tell
say?
us, Kawasaki?
Tell us, Kawasaki.
Yeah. I said, tell us in the comments, Kawasaki. Give us something. We need to know what size it is, just so I know if I need to start saving up my pennies or not.
That's true. Because if it's a KX50, I don't think we're gonna buy it.
No. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we could put one of the mini guys out there. But, dude, thank you for leaving the comments, guys. Yeah. We appreciate it. We love hearing your guys' feedback on these. It's fun to banter.
Say something cool down below, and then next video you might get picked too. So
yeah, say something rad. Say something
keep it
outlandish.
PG.
Keep it PG. We like to keep this PG, guys. Come on. No Wheezy is our the closest thing we're going to get to non-PG. And if he does get a little rowdy, we will.
Yeah, the sensor button to beep. This weekend, guys, we are heading to Tampa, Florida with an 80-degree, balmy, 64% humidity.
Tampa.
It is going to be just a little sweaty out there, but, man, I envy that weather right now. And, you know, Levi is the one that I think has the most pressure on his back.
Yep.
Switching coasts. And I think, you know, he better show something more than Deegan.
Dude, honestly, I think they kind of both did it to themselves. Both Deegan came in with this crazy amount of hype saying, you know, he's the best, God's gift to earth. And then now Kitchen would have kind of laid low under the radar if he'd have just raced the West Coast. But now it's like, hey, I'm a little sick. I'm not going to give you my best effort this first race.
Right.
And I know I'm going to win a championship. So now I'm going to go east. Now you got to kind of put up or shut up again. Like, dude,
you got to win by 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro,
Sorry.
You didn't just go to east just to ride around in third, or else you could have stayed on the West Coast. But, dude, I don't know, man. McAdoo's going to be swinging. Faulkner, I think Homeboy's going to win by a minute or lose it all in the first start. Right? I mean, Homeboy could just do it, but Faulkner could also be on the ground.
Kawasaki needs something because the green bike.
Well, Faulkner's on the Triumph. The green bike, who's McAdoo, obviously.
Yes.
And that's the only other guy because they have obviously taken everyone out. Adams is now hurt.
So do we know what happened to Adams?
It just said that he's hurt. I don't know exactly what happened, but
yeah, Shimoda's I heard he's going to opt out of surgery and just splint it. What a G. Finger broken. Keep it, you know.
Maybe he knows about
the
cows.
He does, actually. He's from Japan. So we need to get into our picks because we need to wrap this up. And then I have one topic I need to talk to you about that you guys need to stick around for because this is juicier than a sun-made grape.
I can't wait to hear it. I don't even know about this.
Let's get into our picks.
I let it off last week.
I know you did.
It's and I'm still beating Clint, by the way. Not by much, but I'm still beating him. Last year, I was down maybe 200 points to this guy by now. So I want to hear his excuse, but then I also want to hear his picks because the guy can't pick Jet first, which I know that's killing him.
So that leads to one other.
Whoa, that's huge font. You are not putting him first, are you?
No. Roxanne.
He just wanted to.
No.
He's not going first. Okay.
No.
Right.
No. Come on, Roxanne.
That's a homer.
I love you, but no.
That's a homer right there if you pick him
so
first.
me have made the decision to put Eli at the top step of the podium. I think he's going to do better than Chase. I think Chase fell into a little situation where he didn't win. Chase didn't win.
And he still got the win.
Still got the win. He went like 3-3-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
But he didn't win.
No.
Eli Tomac is a winner. So we got Tomac for the
Clint,
W.
He is a winner.
That's right. We got Roxon for second. I'm just going out here, and I'm going to say that your Sexton, he's going to be in your 3 spot.
Okay.
Maybe a front end tuck. Coop, still feeling his speed, is just right there at the ankles of Sexton in 4th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got to put the H-Law back there in 5th. I think that is exactly where he's going to be. 15th, guys.
That's a crazy wild card. 15th is such a tough pick.
You know, I had in my head, too. I was like, I know exactly who's getting 15th, and I was going to put Mookie down. But I'm actually going to run.
6th,
I'm gonna
8th, 15th, 12th, whatever it is.
I'm going to run with the Wheezy on this one. I believe that the Bloss.
The Beta.
Benny in the Bloss. I think
That's actually kind of far back for him.
No. I think, actually, if you want to talk about who's probably going to be, there's Nichols. I think Nichols has been like solid 20 to 15 in that.
What happened to you, Colt?
Seriously.
Colt.
Tell us. You went factory Honda. Yeah, sorry. Star Yamaha factory 250.
Did he win a championship?
Close? He did, dude. Yeah.
Did he win a championship?
That was the year him and the Hills. No, not the Hills.
Who was it?
The Troll Train. I'm trying to remember their name.
Oh, Martin?
Yeah.
Dude, if he actually won that championship, we got to get him. We got to get him on the mic because
we can.
15th.
I'm pretty good friends with the team manager of Beta,
Carlin
Gardner.
Yeah, great dude.
But
we got to get him.
I also know
the
HEP manager just as well too. Good buddy, Dustin. So
Okay.
we might be able to maybe work that, even though we're not sponsoring them, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to put Benny up there for now. And
Okay.
if I see something different in qualifying, I'll probably swap him around with the Colt 45.
Will you do it, though, if you text me and say, hey, I'm thinking about X, Y, Z?
I tell you
will
what, I'm not going to
actually
do
it?
ever again is if I'm seeing something out on the track and I'm like, you know what, I think I need to. I'm
You
not
gotta
even
listen to your
going to
gut,
message
bro.
you. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, you need to listen to your gut, bro. That gut. Okay, let's talk about it. Our picks, my picks, me, myself, and I. We share some resemblance.
Do we?
Finally,
Do we?
this guy is admitting that Tomac is the Tumac that we all know and love and that we've all seen.
The Tomahawk.
Might I say, I think he's driving with this bike than he has ever driven with any other motorcycle that he's ever been on. The dude is throwing this bike all around the yard. It doesn't matter where.
I almost want to go back and watch replays of his old Geico Honda day.
Yeah, like Daytona when he was wheeling through
Yeah.
that. That's what I feel like we're seeing right now. All the riders hated him, but let's just talk about those ski jumps.
Oh.
Those are sick, honestly.
Dude, are they though? I
It's
feel
just
like
as far as you want to jump.
I like that weird like quad that jumped over the straightaway where you like landed on that last little
so
knuckle.
Gnarly. So gnarly. That's so gnarly. Yeah, the over the start.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Tomac first.
Yep.
Tomac
I concur.
by a mile.
Concur.
He needs a start though, dude. You got to figure out the starts, man, because you're working too hard. He's working
yeah,
too hard right now. You got to start in the top 5. I got Webb in second. Whoa. Dude, these Star Boys.
Okay. Starfish.
Starfish. Webb is in second. He is, I think, out of everyone left now, that dude's got the confidence.
Okay.
So Webb in second. I think he's gonna be just Sexton third. I think he's like everyone's talked about it. Everyone's talked about it, but Sexton is the new Dungey.
Mr. Consistency.
Just consistent, and he'll be there.
Wait. So that means your 4th spot is once again for the 3rd week in a row a yellow bike.
A yellow bike, and I've missed it. Because I had him, I think,
He
in
got
5th
3rd.
the week before that. He got a 4th. He got 3rd, but homeboy, if the pressure didn't get to him, he should have got a win. He should have been on the top spot. He's getting 4th. Roxon's getting 4th. No more. Anderson 5th.
What?
Anderson 5th.
Anderson got 7th last weekend.
Yeah, that's Triple Crown. These guys,
These
I'm telling
guys.
you, Anderson 5th, and that's where I'm getting the points, guys, is I'm going to make him up right here. 15th, our boy, used to be on our product, the Versace.
Oh.
15th.
Yeah. What's going on with Savachi? So the ride didn't end up happening with Triumph. Fell through.
It did.
So he moved back over to a Yamaha. Huh.
Yep. And he's going to be 15th.
Okay.
He's going to be 15th. And
Might as well be a star rider.
right,
Yamaha.
He should be. Dude, honestly, this series is just starting, guys. Who knows? I mean, unfortunately, Tomac's kind of got that look in his eye like it's either going to be checkers or wreckers, boys. So we might see
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Dude, the dude is just, we'll see. But Sexton's going to obviously be there. Webb is going to be there. And it could be their championship, honestly. If Tomac decides to just want to win by 10 miles, he could just eat it, and that's it for him. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But
You guys, obviously, we want to hear your picks down below, and I will
are we crazy for picking Tomac first?
I will go through and like the best ones, probably the ones that match mine, to be honest, because that's just insane putting Kenny in 4th after
And Ando?
3 weeks in a row of podiums from Kenny.
He's not in first like you wrote him down. I thought you were picking him first. The consistency of the guy.
I just wanted you to know.
I like it. What's the subject that you got to bring up?
So this is huge. It is confirmed Kawasaki hates Prado. So
No.
he came in and they're not happy.
What?
They're like, brother, we spent a lot of money on you. And so Prado said at a restaurant, "Fuck." you guys.
What race are we talking about? Like
They went out to some dinner after.
No.
And then so he was yelling at someone on his team that I can't wait till I go over to Ducati. Boom, you heard it here first. You heard it here first on the Dirt Tricks Talking podcast that Prado is pissed at Kawasaki.
What's he pissed off? Because he went over the bars?
No, I think it's the same thing that everyone else on Kawasaki is having. The bike for 25. They should.
That bike's sitting down
go,
here, man.
No,
That's
they
the
should go
best
back
bike.
they should go back to the 24 model.
Well, the 23, I think, is what you're thinking. Because, dude, that bike's sitting down there. It's rad.
That's a 24.
I know, but they're 25 and 24 are the same.
No, there's something wrong with the 25s that not a single one of their riders can get off the damn line.
You're telling me that Prado did a full-on motocross Disney style?
That's right. Going to Nami.
Team Anderson came over.
Yep.
They said, hey, bud, we're going to get you a bike.
We like your style.
Yeah, we like your style. The mechanic said, hey, let that bike warm up, Prado. Let that bike. Blows the top end just like that.
Nope.
Man, the French.
Just threw.
What is Prado?
Just threw a fit.
Is that Italian? That's Italian, right?
Yeah.
So he's just going straight to the Italian Ducati.
Yelling at some guys from Kawasaki. I can't wait to go back to Ducati.
Now, is this before or after the injury? Because I want to know
this is last weekend.
Oh, so this is
he's after the race. Yeah.
Chicken arm.
Yeah.
He's over
pissed.
there. Pissed.
Green can be just mad, sick. And so
Ducati.
So
it's not Barsha.
So this is the other part of the equation here, and this is not just rumor mill. This is unfortunate that back about 2 months ago, Vital MX, they revealed the fact that Kenny kind of said it in one of his things that he was, doing some R&D with Ducati. Well,
he did.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's if you guys want to go look at that, it's on the Vital MX. It's from about 2 months ago, and they're talking about the new Ducati Desmo and Kenny.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, it kind of does.
If Suzuki's not going to lend any more R&D help to a bike that's 10 years old.
Suzuki, so there's a lot of haters out there, and I just want to kind of disperse this too. They are fully focused on an electric model. They don't care about their 2008 bike that
I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't quite get my engine revving.
No, it doesn't.
If it's just going to be an e-bike, really?
That's what they're...
So Roxon, dude, it's got to be Ducati or bust for him then.
So I think we're looking at Roxon, Prado, Ducati showing up in 2026. But they got to pass homologation. That's a big thing. So they're going to
1,100 bikes or something.
In June, in June, you guys are going to see Ducati release some bikes to very few dealerships in the United States. It's kind of the same thing that Triumph did.
Drop that in the comment. How much do you think this motorcycle is going to cost? What's your guess?
So they're only that I'm aware of. They're only selling one model, which is going to be what is a race model.
The 450.
It's a race model though.
Oh.
It's their factory edition, if you will.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 16.5.
I was guessing around 15.
Okay.
16.5. Yikes.
You gotta think Ducati. It's like Lamborghini, dude.
And they're running KYB suspension.
Yep. The Krapovich, full exhaust.
I think the biggest, obviously, ploy to their brand is their motor. So if that thing is as good as it sounds,
revs to the freaking moon. 13.5 is its comfortable rev range.
That's for a 450. That's unbelievable.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like rotary.
That's like 250F, where they're building all their power. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Honestly, if that is true, if Prado is already creating waves in the Cowie tent,
he's pissed.
Bro.
He's pissed. So
did he end up having shoulder surgery? Is that a thing, or does he just winged up? I think he did have surgery. I think he did a rotator or something like that. So he'll be out for a little bit. And maybe Ducati's looking over and if you're being that already to Kawasaki that probably paid him millions of dollars to come over here.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being Kawasaki? We just blessed this kid with an opportunity. He probably had a couple other offers. I imagine Gas probably said, hey,
Dude, and I think he just completely underwhelmed.
I
mean, we were all talking about him being like the jet killer.
Yep.
And he comes in at about 10th.
Just with nothing.
Dude, just
battling Nichols and Bloss for the wild card spots. Just not okay.
No.
For a factory team.
Wow,
like
dude, that's a crazy thing.
Yep, it is. And so with
Did you
that,
see that on
guys,
like TMZ or something?
I can't wait to hear from you. Yeah, this is going to be on TMZ. Watch. With that, guys, I can't wait to get through tomorrow's race. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tell your friends again. We appreciate you guys so much, but we need to wrap it up because it's just that time. But we appreciate you guys, and we will see you on next Friday's video where we're going to do a freaking giveaway.
Ooh, awesome, Clint. Glad you called it out because next week's going to be great. Stay tuned, guys. Good luck to all the riders. Keep everyone safe. See you next time.